Hi, welcome to the end of April / the beginning of May. I'm filming this on May 1st. It is Beloved, which is my monthly favourite series. Yeah, it's been a month, hasn't it? I just feel like it can't get weirder at this point in time. But hey, I've had overall quite a nice April. For some reason, I assumed I would have nothing to talk about in this video, but I actually have done quite a few things and read quite a few things, consumed quite a few things, and acquired some new things to try or have new things to talk about, including my lovely new glasses, which arrived today. I can see again, life is good. So I do actually have quite a lot to talk about in this video. I will, however, as per, strive to be as concise as I can be and just give you the best of the month. Let us begin with two skincare favourites. The first is this Audacity Gua Sha. If you don't know, a Gua Sha is basically, I think it's ancient East Asian facial massager. It's usually made out of a stone. This one is rose quartz. And the brand Audacity gave it to me, who are a lovely sustainable skincare brand. They're cruelty-free. They're kind of French skincare meets Californian skincare. Lovely. Lovely. They also made the shampoo bar that I was talking about on my Instagram stories the other day, which I would really recommend actually. If you're interested in sustainable shampoo bars, go over to my story. I think I've got it saved under my beauty tab on my highlights. But anyway, I have been trying to do facial massage at least once a week. People aim to do it like 3 to 4 times a week, so I'm building up to it. Anyway, yeah, it feels really good. It feels like that proper kind of self-care where it actually makes you feel better at the end. And then the second skincare favourite is the Summer Fridays Jet Lag Rescue Mask. If you have not tried this, if you have not tried this, you should really get your hands on it. I think this smaller one is 28 or 26 pounds, but it is a really nice overnight mask. It really replenishes your skin. It's kind of like the Lizelle Cica Restore paste, except I think a little more hydrating, or like the focus is hydrating. I think they based it on the idea, obviously, of getting off a long flight and just needing all the moisture. Anyway, this is my repurchase because I dropped my last one down the back of my radiator where it still resides. So I'm really glad I got my hands back on this. Let us move on to hair care. This is a product, right, that I've had in my collection, in my regular day-to-day use for maybe a year. I would say maybe 9 months. This is the Manta hairbrush, and what you do is you put your hands in here and you comb through your hair. This is something that randomly landed in my kind of PR inbox, like, yeah, ages ago, absolutely ages ago, and then I needed a new hairbrush. I find tangle teasers are way too short in the needles, so they just can't get through my hair. It's just too thick for it. So this came along, and I'd never heard of the brand, I knew nothing about it, and I just went, cool, I'll just try it. And actually, I've been using it solidly for nearly a year. It's so good. And I've never mentioned it, never even thought to like Google the people who make it. It's a really good hairbrush if you have thick hair like me and you like the way it kind of curves to your hand. It's really intuitive to use. I don't know if that's important in a hairbrush or not, but yeah, I've had a really great time with it and I'm going to keep using it and probably buy a new one when this one breaks. Not yet. So we would normally move on to makeup, but that actually hasn't been a product I've been really loving or really obsessing about, and so I don't want to like lie and show you something just random. So yeah, I'm gonna leave makeup for this one, which is so weird, but I just haven't really been wearing any. Now to what I wore. So this is the last thing I ever thought I would talk about on the internet, but I've been working out nearly every day for the past week and a half, 2 weeks. I've been cycling on a spin bike every day pretty much for this month, and so I've been wearing the only 2 pairs of gym leggings I brought so much, and it's actually given me a whole new appreciation for these ones that I already loved but I really, really love now. They are the Lululemon leggings. There is a specific brand, but I've cut the label out, so I will link it below. But yeah, these particular leggings are so comfortable. They fit your frame so well. They look so good. They're so soft. I wouldn't necessarily wear them for like really high intensity sport because they do bobble a little bit, especially around the crotch area. But for things like yoga, Pilates, bar, I do these in, and spin, it's been amazing. These are the ultimate leggings. I was kindly gifted them probably a year ago, and I just used them not knowing what other leggings were like. But then after having tried a lot of other different pairs of, not a lot, but a couple of different other brands of like sports legging, these are just really good. Yeah, I get excited to put them on, so that's saying something. I will probably buy a second pair These are the Lululemon leggings. Okay, so you might remember from a video sometime in the past month that this month we have watched the entire Marvel Cinematic Universe in this household. I did not sign up for this, but here we are. I think we're like 20 films down now. Tonight we watch Endgame, which is the final one. So it's been good. I'm enjoying it now. I'm looking forward to Endgame. I know it's going to break my heart, but I don't know how, so that's all a bit weird. I have found the portrayal of women in it just quite frustrating. Obviously a lot of it was made, like it was written years ago and then adapted from comic books like in the past decade, and there's all sorts of weird stuff in there, like female character wise, that kind of grates on me a little bit. But there have been some great highlights, and I'd say my favourite films have been the Spider-Man Homecoming and Black Panther. It's just incredible. Like, I love Black Panther so much. And I even cried at Guardians of the Galaxy 2 the other day, so it's clearly having an impact on me. I'm not necessarily sold on it, but I am bought in. Like, I'm gonna have to see the future films now. Anyway, pray for me through Endgame tonight. I'm quite stressed. I think we might be having a takeaway and just watching that film. This month I have been listening to A Muse in Her Feelings by Division. It's Division's new album. It came out this month. It's just exactly the R&B serenity that I needed during this time, that creates peace and calm in me and makes me feel inspired and ready, which is something I've been really struggling to grasp and find in this period of our lives. I've also been listening to them on these headphones. They are called the WH-1000XM3 headphones. A bit of a mouthful. I bought these in the airport on the way to, I think it was on the way to Melbourne, or I guess it was on the way to Singapore, because I bought them in London. So that was 2018, and they have been my trusty ride or die headphones ever since. They are noise cancelling, which brings the most calm. If you're an anxious person, don't become dependent on it, please. But they are amazing for calming you down and making you feel serene in chaos and really busy areas. So I find them very useful for that, especially on flights. They're amazing. I edit with them on my laptop. They're wireless, but there was a wire, but the wire broke. I'm sure it's probably replaceable. I know a lot of people were asking about what my wireless headphones were, so I will link them below. Let's talk about what I read. So I've mainly read articles this month. It's one of my favourite ways of consuming written media. Yeah, articles are great. And one of the big things I read this month was Rihanna's issue of Vogue. This is the May issue. It would probably only be out like a couple more days, so if you can track one down, do. Yeah, her interview is so good in here. I haven't bought a Vogue in ages, but I really love Edward's like take on Vogue and his editing. I think he's really good at it. I consume a lot of their online content as well, and I think his voice kind of comes through quite well, and his vision comes through quite well. The first page of this is just so beautifully laid out. The photography is incredible. The interview's great. I hope we get the new album soon. I hope. I read a couple of articles this month. They're quite light-hearted ones, but I'll link them all below. One is called The Secret Shame of Wearing Brandy Melville. I know I personally really relate to that. I'm sure other people do as well. It's a brand with terrible ethics but incredible clothes. And then Drake and the Viral Feedback Loop, which was written by one of my favourite music journalists, John Caramanica. And then I read The Spectacular Implosion of the Sugar Babes. Great article. There's just been like some really good like quarantine content at the moment, especially to do with music and internet culture. You know what I like. I'm actually reading a really interesting article right now, which is an interview with the guy who founded Klarna, the buy now pay later app, which I personally think is completely unethical. We can discuss that in the comments. But yeah, I'm finding that really interesting as well. I don't know, I think that's in an L mag I've got downstairs. I'm about to run out of battery, so I need to do this fast. Things I have stared at on my phone. One of my favourite apps at the moment is my habit tracking app. It helps you keep track of your habits. It literally just functions as that. I've been tracking my exercise, when I take my vitamin D and my Simprove on there, and my no alcohol days, which have not been frequent at the moment, but I'm trying. I've also been using the Peloton app. They have a 90-day free trial at the moment, and I have been rinsing it. I'm doing the 30-day challenge, so 30 workouts in 30 days. I'm probably on day 15 now, maybe, but yeah, really enjoying that. They have everything as well. They don't just have bike and running stuff. They have like yoga, they have meditation. So I'd really recommend giving it a download and trying it out, especially while it's free. I'm finding it super motivating. I find the instructors great. And for the spin classes, you can pick what kind of songs you want, what kind of genre. So I've been doing like all the hip hop spin classes and all the 2000s pop spin classes. And it's been so much better than any class I've been to in the gym. Also, I realised that It's quite hard to find new content on YouTube at the moment. While they have a recommended system that's very accurate, it tends to serve a lot of the same things. I don't know, it kind of limits how much you can discover yourself, I personally think. So I've created a playlist which now sits on my channel, which I'll be updating regularly with videos I've really enjoyed, and I thought I'd leave it there just so you can dip in, have a look if you're stuck for inspo, or you're like looking for some new creators, or just like editorial stuff that's really good. I hope you enjoy it as much as I enjoy making it, because I love watching YouTube, but I do find it hard to find new people. I have drank a lot of this tea this month. This is the Darjeeling Earl Grey by Tea Pigs. I still stand by the fact that this is the best Earl Grey tea that is available. It's delicious. It's in those nice pyramid tea bags. It's so good. I have one every morning at the moment. I don't know why it tastes better. It just does. Now we move on to, finally, some things, nice things that have made my month. And the first is Body Shop's Mango Hand Gel. I never thought I would talk about hand sanitizer in a favourites video. This Mango Hand Gel was gifted to me in a random pack by Body Shop sometime last year. I left it under our sink because I thought, you know, what if the sink goes, what if the water goes? We have hand gel now. And I've been using it every time I leave the house in lockdown after I touch things. And it smells so good. The fact that Body Shop do a really nicely scented hand gel, it's completely underrated. So if you're looking for hand gel in the future, when we can actually shop in places, definitely take a look at the Body Shop's hand gel range. Something else that has been saving my life this month, and this is so boring, but packing cubes are the best. These are the Away set of packing cubes, and they honestly have helped me organise so much of my life while I've been at Jack's house, and helping me keep things out of the way when we're in the bedroom, because it is just like 2 people's worth of stuff in this room is hard. But these packing cubes have helped me organise all my equipment, some of my underwear, all my gear. It's just really useful. By gear, I mean work equipment. Don't get anything else in your heads. Yeah, I think that's everything. I really raced through this video, but thank you so much for bearing with. I have some really fun plans for content in May. I'm feeling very like on my shit. Everything as per is linked in the description, so thank you so much. I will see you in May for more fun videos.